What's good, world? It's your boy Dre at Samurai Kennel, and we're coming to bring y'all another banger today. In today's episode, we want to talk about how you just get into the game, you get you a nice bred bulldog, and you don't just want it to sit in the backyard on the chain, but you ain't trying to go to jail to prove this dog can work. What's some activities you can get into? If this topic interests you, then stay tuned.
Please forgive. Too many mind.
Too many mind?
Mind the school. Mind the people.
Let him go, Andre.
Mind the enemy. Too many mind.
Samurai. Started off, it was like, like rookie, like how I got A started off. I knew he had potential, he was always high driven, like ever since, he was a pup. And like if I just dang squeak a toy, he's gone crazy in the crate. And then if soon as he hears the leash rattle, he's already right there pressing his head against her, like, it's all right, I'm ready. Let's go. Same thing now. What he does now, and though in his big kennel, he's ready right there when he sees me walking up.
You're good.
Every time I show up, that he right now it's time to work. But like with the like I try to find the weak points on what they're lacking, and like let's say like if I want an ace to get higher and stuff, it just I practice more on powering his back legs, a little bit more, a little bit weight pulling, more strength for him. And then same thing, then, if I want him to run a little, better. But also on the wall is, you got to also coach your dog. Sometimes he gets the power, but he doesn't know the technique. Sometimes you got to teach the dog the technique as like, when you're doing the training, you got to go in moderations with them until you start seeing the dog starts doing it with ease. You kind of have to while you want to challenge them a little bit at the same time. You don't want them to get burnt out. You want to make it fun for them too. And like if when training them like for the wall climb, you can start off like with how high they can go, and then the soul you start seeing them doing it better. But then the tough part is when they get high, when they have to work on that second push. Because that second push is what's really going to help them out there. And that's what they say, just slowly start working them up. When they start doing it ease, and then what helps them on the push, sometimes you start up real close. You start it kind of close as possible and just kind of work them. And then when you're done at the miss, you don't want to end it in a bad session, so you lower it down a little bit and let the dog get it. And, you praise them, love them, tell them, hey, you did good. Let them know that, that's another way, too, of building confidence. And so they know, that, hey, I did my best. Master's like, yeah, he's happy. I feel good. I like this, so you don't want to discourage them and all that,
Nah, that's good stuff, man. Because like it ties into so many other things that the dogs does, man. And the more activities you do with them, the smarter they'll become because they start going, oh, when he's happy, he does these things. So he starts doing things to make you happy.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is just if they don't get it right, then just people, with anything that you just got to be patient with them, just like like kids, you got to be patient. You got to just okay, well you can't expect them to learn something right away just like that. You just got to take a little time, patient, make sure they get it right, perfection. And that's I almost forgot on the wall. You got a certain distance you can go because if they got a line that say you can only go back 10 feet, you can only go back 10 feet, or you can't go any less than 5 feet. So I just, I just almost forgot about that. I had to point that out real quick, for the people that are, interested in getting into the dogs, to the top dog. But, if anybody has any questions, they can feel free to, they ask me questions because if I don't know it, then I got people that I know how to that are veterans that's been in it. So I kind of got me a good little mentor. Like my the vice club president, Dewan Fields. He's one of my mentors. Whenever I go to, if I have questions, regarding top dog stuff, I always go to him. Questions about having a certain issue on something.
And man, JC, let me cut in real quick, bro.
You good,
So
fam? You good?
I really was impressed by y'all's club when y'all show up. Y'all show up together. Y'all support each other, and it was like that's the kind of club I want to be a part of, man. Can you kind of elaborate upon that a little bit more? Because when y'all showed up to Houston, man, they knew your club was there.
Yeah, it's like we like being showing the community as a club. We not look at ourselves as club members. We look at ourselves as family. We tight knit. Always there for for each other. Brotherly, sisterly love, and at the same time we try to be supportive of other clubs and try helping them out. If they need people out on the, let's say they're doing weight pulling, they say "Hey, we need the extra hands. We're there to kind of to help out. If needed be, and it's just like especially like with the top dogs of Houston, since they're in the same state as us, we try to look out for each other. It is like this last time when we went to, how we showed up deep over there. When we did the top dog, they showed up deep over there, over there. So I was like, oh, okay. But no, but we all just want a good time. And every now and then, we do have fun shows every now and then too for the general public, for anybody. But it does try to be education for the public on how our dogs are. And just having a good time, and just it's just basically like a second family for me right there.
Yeah, buddy. And that's one thing I forgot the guy's name, man. That's over the club, not over it, but man,
Ken,
what's his name?
Kenneth.
Yeah, Kenneth Carr. Kenneth Carr. Yeah, I remember talking to him, and that's one thing he was stressing me about. It ain't really no club; it's like a family. You know what I'm saying? When I got to talking to him, he stayed right down the street from me. When I my home back in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good thing. That's one thing like Dress I admired about the club too, man. But he was willing to pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? Come to my house, and he a good dude, man, good dude, man.
Right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That make you feel like you'd be at home.
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn, I don't even want to leave now.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, man. When I get back to Dallas, man, it's going down. But yeah, enough of that. How long you been a part of the ADBA club, man? Out of not reason, out of not Dallas like reason. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say almost close to 3 years.
Yeah, buddy.
It don't even seem long, but it seemed like I've been in there for longer. But I was like, damn, so I've only been there that time, but I seem like I've been there forever.
hmm
That's how good it makes you feel. Being at a good club like that. We don't got no drama stuff or none of that. Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Everybody's, especially when we have our meetings, we have sometimes, depending how the weather is, sometimes we bring the dogs out, bring them out. The one that usually will bring the wall out, bring the treadmill out. Everybody's having a good time.
Right.
Dad having a little food out there, there's everybody that's kicking it.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. So I'm seeing on your back wall, man. How many awards is that, man? You got a plethora of ribbons, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got let's say 3 of the first place ribbons were for Roxy, and then the other 3 was from Rambo. Then I got a second place for Roxy, and then I got another one for I think 2 of them from the red ribbons from Trouble. Then I got a third place from Ace. I got another one for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I got the two medals I got there is one for Ace on first day of Top Dog in Houston. He got seventh, and then the next day after that he got fifth place.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're gonna try to gun for the top, and then we go to nationals.
Yes, sir. So what show is coming up in was it October or something? September 30th?
Yeah, that's the national. That's the that's where the best. Usually the best usually go. But anybody can go. But it's like if you win or place, usually the points and all that be doubling up.
Right, right. So what's the dog on your yard right now that have the highest points in ADBA?
Right now, Rashi got it right now because she's a little bit more halfways on being being a CH on the confirmation,
Yeah.
and then after that it will be Ace. And I'm working on Ace right now because I'm trying to get him to be a CH on Top Dog.
Right, right.
So I
Yes,
got
sir.
a lot of work and have to put in. That's what I've been loving it now since. I wish they had more clubs in Texas like how they used to. Cause then it's more shows and more access for me to try to go around and try to make it each one makes it more easier. Cause I
Yeah.
know you used to have one in Austin. I know they used to have one and then I forgot the other one, but
Black
I
Gold.
oh yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
can I jump in real quick, bro?
uh-huh.
So I wanted to talk about that because when I went to the show, I saw T-shirts from clubs that used to be sanctioned clubs that are no longer sanctioned, but they still consider themselves clubs. And I think what we got to do is, and that's why I wanted to have you on here, was talk to the younger generation about getting involved because the more members you have and the more active a club is, the
Yes,
more
but
yeah.
uh, the other thing is too is like when it's running shows, it costs money on the club neck, and like I said, it does. Everybody, that's the other thing too. We try pitching in, try to data, host, sometimes we try to do like sponsors, just help, try to helping out, doing fundraisers, but all that, it costs us money to operate a show. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta pay for the trophies. You gotta pay. Trophies ain't cheap. Get the ribbons, and then you got. I think too, the the judge gets a little tiny percentage of the money too. Okay, because sometimes the judges be coming, across country and it though too, and and it does. A lot of things go into it, and especially of what is it the especially if they doing like food banquet. They got a like our club, and then these are whoever competes usually that's automatic. We basically pay for our food. But they're still reasonable prices. Like this, everybody can have fun. And then that's why they do like the fun shows and stuff. This is another thing that goes to the club because anything that goes pertain towards the like to the ADBA, that's that goes between ADBA a little bit. The club I think gets a little tiny cut of it, and the judge gets some out of it. But like when they do like the plates and all that stuff, the plates, the raffles and all that all goes back to the club because so that can go back and hosting another show.
Yeah. A question about that too. So with clubs, because I'm looking at joining a club here in Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for joining a club, can you walk me through the process of paying my dues and like how do I be an active member of the club? And I know it sounds dumb, but I've never been a part of a club before, so I want to make sure I'm getting a very similar experience.
Because like some clubs, they give you like they do like a yearly due. You just pay your yearly. Well, the ones I know, they do like a yearly fee because I think I don't know if to do it like some do like monthly, but I know for sure like they want like Lone Star. You do a yearly fee, and just try to make it some meetings. Just if we can't make it, there just other ways we try to to try to attend the meetings and stuff and get-togethers. Like sometimes I haven't made it to some of the meetings, so we try to do like the Skype or the video call, whatever, so I can hear what's going on. Like honestly, like when I do the show, like honestly, I'm gonna be having my hands a little full too for nationals because I gotta my part this time. I gotta help out with the weight pulling event. So I just have to let somebody else know, or I might have to get my boy in it to kind of help me to take my place. To take my place real quick, when I get showing dogs. It's
Yeah.
probably only be for a little bit because there's only one for that day for national. There's only one confirmation show, and that's it for the day. It's one confirmation show, and then it's one uh, weight pull, and then top dog is the next day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then you said something that trigger some I give a salute to you and Dre right now. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all been like real brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? I could call on y'all anytime. You know what I'm saying? And I see Dre. He got his son. He got his wife. He is really family oriented, right? And I see you. You got your beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? You got your kids, man. I just want to give a shout out to you you know what I'm saying, to your family, man, because they real active with your dogs, man. You're not the only one, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, that. Thank you very much on that, JT. Yeah, because it's real hard. Especially I got 13 dogs in it. And he got his. Because Trouble is his dog. That boy's been in love with that dog ever since he came out the womb.
Yes, yes, sir.
I get him. Walk dogs together. Depending on how the weather is. Train dogs together. Had their fun like the other day and all that. Rambo and spray. Brought him spray. I did a little flirt pull with him. Then everybody just playing with the water hose and all that. Just enjoying a good time with the dogs.
Hmm. That's good, bro. 'Cause it's all about this next generation, you know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, got this ambulance passing by. But yeah, it's about the next generation, you know what I'm saying? Just like my uncles with me when I was young, you know what I'm saying? They had me out there raking up poop and, you know what I'm saying, cleaning chain spots, you know what I'm saying, and walking dogs and stuff like that. So, that's what it is for me. I just like the next generation that's coming up after us, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be able to take care of these dogs and, you know what I'm saying, step in our place when we not there, you know what I'm saying? So salute to you on that, bro. For real.
Thank you very much. And the same thing. Like when my niece and nephews not come, they come right along and help me too. And I'm like, more hands.
Yeah, and one thing about it too is like you're not forcing it. It's like they love to they love to be out there. You know what I'm saying? They loving it. You know what I mean?
They're
So
bad. And I said, "Can I have a puppy?" I
right.
I said I would, but you gotta see what you gotta ask your mom and all that though too.
Yeah, yeah. Like my niece, man, she just got her a little poodle. Because I'm not there in town, she couldn't get her a pit. But she called me. She like, Uncle Josh, is it okay if I give me a poodle since you don't have your dogs right now? So she got her a poodle, but that's what it is for me, man. It's about this family, man, passing it down to the next generation. Like I said, bro, again, salute to you and your family, bro. Keep it going, bro, for real. For real.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, bro. It's so we were talking offline, but I wanted to talk online about the weight pull specifically. And you mentioned something earlier that I kind of wanted you to chime on here was don't overdo the weight pull for confirmation and stuff, or even just working them because they can come in too muscled up and it can tire them out, man. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, just like you want these dogs are meant to be like real bulky. You want them to be as more agile as possible, but still have that that nice thickness texture. You
Right.
know, like we're supposed to have them. There's some that's hard, because some of them might not look it, because some you got some that are different phenotypes. You got some that looks like a more terrier phenotype, and you got the one that's more bulldog kind of phenotype, more thick boned.
Right.
And you just try to keep them lean as possible, especially in the summertime. You don't want them having all that excess weight up on them and that either, and that it make it more hard on, puts more toll on their body, and then the same thing, drains their stamina. They get tired out as fast, so they're not gonna work as hard. Especially when you go into competition, you don't want your dog to be up in it for 5 minutes and then blow out. You don't want that. You want them just to be, on that field. You want them to be a working machine. That don't get tired out as fast. You want to get the best performance out of them without them getting burnt up and tired too fast.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's always better to just go on moderate weight. Same time you got to look at your dog too and make sure that you ain't putting too much upon them. And that's the other thing too is it's always important is rest. It's another important thing for them. Just like us, we work out and stuff like that. We gotta have a few rest days. It just depends on your dog and that though too. If you got if your dog's not really as active, yeah, you can work them out, a little while, good. But if you get a high, strong working dog, you really don't have to work them that long. You can do it like 20 or 30 minutes, and so he's good. So he's ready to activate. So I already know as soon as I put him back, he's gonna be still trying to work.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then with those it's kind of hard because you try to keep a little weight up on them, and they constantly burning that up. And sometimes you gotta have to have them put them in a smaller containment a little bit. That's for them to chill and relax, and they just all take them out when you about to work them or walk them. Or spend time with it. You don't want them to keep burning if you're trying to get a little weight up on them. Then sometimes you gotta have to switch the diet a little bit too. Maybe something more fatty, high calorie food. For them for so active, their metabolism will be so high.
Yes, sir.
Just the other thing is just I try to. I just get the feel of the dog. If I see the dog, if it's not really all into it really like that, I just, I try to do other activities, I know that could work them like that. But when you see them on their full 100%, then you be like, okay, well, make sure. I always do try to do my stretches with the dogs, stretch them out, just to warm everything to, prevent injuries.
Right.
Same
That's a
thing with
good.
the ball that, you can when they get over, I think to me, and if they're full grown, if they get anything probably over 6 feet, you want to start catching them because you don't want them to land the wrong way and
Man.
end up breaking something or hurting themselves.
Right, right.
Crazy jumpers, like on some of the walls, if you see some of the videos on YouTube, they got a harness machine for the dogs. So you get them crazy back flippers, and then when they get super high, and then sometimes you don't want the dog coming down fast and running like that, and you having a busted nose or lip and all that when the dog falls down and you're trying to catch it.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way, and I thought with Ace, and when I caught him, and I didn't catch him too good, and his feet touched the ground. When he touched the ground, I looked down. When I looked, I should even look down. I looked. He jumped up and headbutted me. He was trying to get to that toe and headbutted me. He almost knocked me out in that throw right there. I had to lean back on the wall just to catch myself a little bit, like to regain my composure. I looked at. I was like, oh boy. I said,
Yeah.
that's not you. That's not your fault. I said, that's mine. So I just, all right, boy. I said, I heard him put him up and I had a 10 to my nose.
Yeah, but so what's the highest you done seen Ace jump?
uh, he got, so far right now, he got in 10.8, almost,
Yeah.
almost right there, right at 11 feet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I was telling Samurai. I said, man, I already know I got some real tough competition coming because I already see some of the people that I know that the dog were hitting 13, 14 feet on the wall. I'm like, I said, yeah. I said, boy, there's a lot of work to do. We got to, try to focus. And like how I'm kind of doing it right now, I'm keeping them at a certain height just starting off. The more the dog runs on the wall, the more strength, and sometimes they get burnt out a little bit faster. Cause that's a lot of, it's basically like a full body workout for them. Legs, shoulders. This to push yourself up, and even stamina and wind. So you gotta make sure your dog is tip top shape for that wall, especially the higher to go. Sometimes it just depends on how you feel. Your dog get a little warm up. You start at 7, 8 feet. You just be like, if your dog's really a high jumper, and that, just especially if it's a new wall. The other thing too is to help your dog is taking the different surfaces and him hitting it. Different walls. Other people that got different walls
Right.
that are close by. You wanna let them get used to the feels of it. Same thing with driving, because driving sometimes usually takes a lot. It puts a lot of stress on the dog too, and it throws them off their game. That's what a lot of people that do sporting event, they usually come like a day before or a few days before they get the dog situated. If they don't do too good on the drive or on a plane or whatever, where you're going to. It's always better go before being prepared to have your dogs feeling everything out, new atmosphere. Because some of that stuff can throw a dog off.
Yeah, facts.
So that's always better. Just paying attention to your dog and how they act.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So do you plan on, well, the question I'm trying to ask, do you plan on just starting your own line, just making all the dogs like tie in and starting your own line? You know what I mean? Or
I'm working on my online.
yeah,
Just I'm being real picky on who I'm starting my line with. Like I got them, but everybody else that's still young, I still gotta plan out if they're gonna make the cut or not.
yeah,
But I got high hopes. That's all I can do, and there's high hopes on the young ones because some of the older ones already done proved themselves to me already. What I ask and what I want from them. So
hmm,
it's just the younger ones. I gotta look forward to and saying if they're gonna hold. If they're gonna either they're gonna make it, or if you're not, they're just gonna have to be in somebody's different hands.
right, right. Yes, sir.
Because I try to have established work line. Especially like for Top Dog. I want them. Everybody knows. Oh, I need a dog for a Top Dog. And they'd be like, oh, OutLaw Texas Kennels got some good high driven working dogs over there. So let's get something from him.
Hey, and that's one thing I can say, bro. Like, if nobody else gonna work them dogs, Valdez gonna work them dogs, bro. Like for real,
Facts.
man. Hey,
Big
I
facts.
I done heard on so many channels, bro. People mention your name, bro, when it come to working these dogs, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro.
That's
So you got a real work ethic, bro, with these dogs, man.
I would look at them as men that I said for all the dogs. I said shit. I want to work. I said I want I look at myself as a dog and just just working. You know
Facts.
even I enjoy working. And, it's a good stress relief and it's good for them too. It's that and it keeps the yard quiet down, especially since I got a lot of them red boy red boy dogs.
Man.
you
Yeah,
know,
boy.
I gotta keep it a little quiet, even though I'm in the country and that though. But it does. I gotta, I ain't trying to have a racket noise and all that. So I try to keep the peace over here a little bit.
Right, right.
that and that, if you don't really work them like that, they get real destructive. I already got. a certain one over there that he already turned up his doghouse right now, and I'm like, I said, well, boy, you're gonna just have you a barrel and all that. You can't tear around a thick plastic barrel like that.
He a hard keeper, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, he got them damn big teeth, and I guess I looked out and said, yeah, you got that from your mama right there with them big teeth.
Man. And another thing I want to hit on, I just thought about too, man. Sorry, about about the about the breeding with Ace and Roxy, man, because I was looking forward to seeing that, bro. Like I've been, man, them dogs right there, bro. Like I said, I don't want to keep saying the same thing, but I've been looking at you for a minute now, bro, and to see that breeding, if it would have took, man, that shit would have been, that was the next generation of them dogs, man. So I want you to try that again, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I'm waiting on it. Right, I'm waiting on that right now.
Hell yeah, bro. That's a nice duo, bro. For real.
My mistake in that right there. That I should have. No, instead of doing one stick, I should have did three just to confirm it.
Yeah.
Because the other thing I learned too is I guess when I'm about to breed, I can't work him. Because if you work him, I seen that it's less. He has less stuff like that, and I kind of seen difference from not working him for a few days. He had,
Hey, let me interject real quick, bro. So one of the things I learned, and I want to say it was Schoolboy that said this, and I tried it before I bred Saki. He said just walk them, and all that peeing, like when they mark and stuff, it opens up their urethra. So when it comes time for them to deliver to the female, it's an open tunnel. You know what I'm saying? It's open because I only got one stick with a Saki to Bacardi, and yeah, man. So if you get a chance to just dial it back and just walk him and like let him pee on everything so he can just get that system working
oh yeah,
maximum.
it was just kind of hard chilling with him a little bit too. 'Cause, it was his first time breeding, so I had my wife and them look at me all crazy and but I had a sometimes the first time breeder and sometimes you gotta sometimes help them out a bit, help guide them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, man. We real dog man over here, bro. We know, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
but when they need help, they need help. You know what I'm saying?
it is like with him and that it's just like he after that first one like that he kept on getting gassed out. So I was like, I said, boy, you're getting too excited.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't trying to put too much strain on him. Well, really on her. Because I was like, damn, I don't know. She might have took ain't trying to cause something up in her or anything. So just me overthinking. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna roll the dice and see what's gonna happen. But if something like this happens again, and it's kind of hard for me to real breed to them. I already got me an AI kit already. That's on hand if I need to be.
Yeah. He say,
Yeah,
forget that. Yeah, buddy.
I try to be prepared as much as possible. Same thing, when I prepare to have a litter, I try to have all the necessary things to have. The little, I try to have the milk supplements ready, the puppy food. Try to have the dewormers ready, like the I get from Epinette. And then I try to get the, wipes, baby wipes, because, you got to keep the mother's tits and all that clean, because if not, she gets that,
mestices.
mestiza, yeah, because, that right there would kill a dog quick and the pups, so. And then I try to, at the same time, I learned, I didn't know why I didn't do it this last time, but the other thing, I always try to get ultrasounds to confirm pregnancies.
Yeah,
And
absolutely, bro.
now that kind of bit me the last time because I got all excited. I thought, okay, look, she took, but so I was like, well, that's what I gotta know now. So I want to get all excited and start jumping the gun and stuff, and that, so just be more patient. And with these dogs, you gotta have to be patient with them with anything. Breeding, working, new, new sporting stuff. Some people I see some people doing like dog diving. With the dogs, I seen like different kennel registries,
Yeah.
and
You
then
talking about like diving in the water type? thing?
Yeah, like would have like the frisbee, I think, or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See how far it is. Basically like the long jump.
Right.
Some other clubs, like I'm planning on dual registering my other dogs with the APDR, and it's like the club like basically like ADBA, but they're more sporting event. Like over there, I seen the dogs doing like tug of war. That's a good one. I was already looking at wall climb, tripping race,
Yeah,
or drag sled racing.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the APDR, man. Tom going to pig picking is this weekend. Shout out to everybody who went, you know.
I've been wanting to go to one of those, but I'm gonna have to save up and might have to make it out there one day.
Nah, next year, bro. Oh man, come on, man. We
Yeah,
gotta we
me
gotta
too, though,
make a
bro.
presence, man. There's so many OGs gonna be out there today, man. But next year, man, we gotta make that presence, man. Of Tom going to pig picking, man.
Cause I enjoyed it. Like I met one of the other legends. I met Mr. Floyd Blue Drill, and I went to that. What was it the year before? It was before he got hopefully he's doing good. Cause I know that's when before he got sick. You know,
Right.
it was good meeting as a living legend right there.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
a good show right there too. I was like, I don't know why every time I go to a show, I just don't want to leave. I just want to just be there and just be chilling with everybody.
Yeah, man. Cause that's our lane. You know what I'm saying? I can see if we was car races or you know what I'm saying, that yellow belly drag strip racing cars or well if we had something else and we were gym addicts, you know what I'm saying? But for us, these dogs, that's our it ain't that's our lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. Feel you on that.
All right, y'all. So we approaching that mark, but I wanted to give y'all both of y'all a chance to plug in y'all stuff with a humble plug. Uh, Outlaw, if you want to tell them how to reach you or any of that stuff, man.
if if y'all want to, if anybody wants to, got any questions or anything, inquiring pups later down the line, stats fee, or just general knowledge. Of any questions about sporting events, or even when we uh, hosting shows, like for the club, y'all can just hit me up at 979-702-9293, or y'all can just hit me up on Outlaw Texas Kennels on Facebook, or just hit Valdez David on Facebook, or you can hit me up on Outlaw Texas Kennels on Instagram.
For sure. JT?
Sure. Once again, everybody, man, it's like a man. I'm stuttering right now, but it's a good interview for me, man, because like I said, man, these two brothers right here, they were some of the main guys, bro, that reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? I can call them any chance I got, and they'll answer. You know what I'm saying? So it's a privilege, man, to interview my bro David Valdez, Outlaw Texas Kennel, man. I want you to know, just keep it going, bro. Keep working them dogs, man. Salute to your family. Salute to everybody who checking this out. You know what I'm saying? And much love, man. Much love. Much love.
If you enjoyed this interview and would like to share your story, contact us at samuraikennels@gmail.com, comment on this video, or follow the number in the description to text message us to set up a time and date where we can collaborate. The goal is to put out the Neo Dog Man with the Shogun Army movement and ensure that we're moving this breed into the future in a positive way. We appreciate all the support, and if you feel so inclined, go ahead and subscribe. If that's too much of a commitment, like the video. And even better still, share the video, turn on your notification bell. We offer memberships here where you can get exclusive content to members only, as well as join in for our digital dog show, which will be airing between August 15th and September 15th of this year, 2023. We appreciate you. Godspeed.